has a direct relationship with your mind, which has a direct relationship with your action. So I want to give you two verses that you can deploy that relate to your eyes and your body. The first verse is the attack verse, and this is a verse that I use personally when I have a need for speed in the day-to-day. Let's say this verse together. Every one of us should have this verse memorized. I have made a covenant with my eyes. You know, I should include the last part of the verse, not to look lustfully upon a virgin, Job says. So he has a boundary, he has a deal with his eyes. Now, you say, Kenny, when do you bring that into application? Well, let me give you a personal example. I go to the mailbox in our neighborhood. It's kind of like centralized mail, you know. All the mailboxes are kind of clustered in like a 5-group house deal. So I go to the mailbox, I pull it open, and I'm like, okay, vote for Arnold, you know, bills, you know, blah. Oh, it's the Angels from the Victoria's Secret catalog. The Angels. So what am I supposed to do with that? Well, you know what? God has given me and equipped me with his word, and I deploy it. I just tell myself right away, I've made a covenant with my eyes. I have made a covenant with my eyes. And just kind of like my little shower illustration from last night, I've made a covenant with my eyes. And you know what? I march that thing right to Chrissy. And I say, here, you need to look at this. You know, and then after you're done with it, you need to pitch it. This is for you. You know, you need a place to go. It's kind of like a sidearm. It's kind of like a bayonet, you know, when you get ambushed, you know. When I'm in the car, okay? Orange County, lots of sun, athletic people, okay? Athletic women in spandex. You get the picture, okay? I've made a covenant with my eyes. I have made a covenant with my eyes. Or, not God's plan, you know. Take your pick. That's my attack verse, and that's what keeps my eyes connected to God's plan for my life. Now, this next verse is what I call a sword and shield verse, and this is more about lifestyle. This is just the way I manage my body. Let's read it together. Run away from sexual sin. You do not belong to yourself, for God bought you with a price, so you must honor God with your body. Interesting. Circle run away from sexual sin. Notice it doesn't say enter a visual mental negotiation with sexual sin. You know, that's the old Kenny, you know. I just kind of ponder it, let it in, window shop a little bit, you know, pretty soon I'm walking in the store, okay? Why? What's my motivation and reason? I don't belong to myself. Circle bought you with a price. If you're a Christ follower, the picture is of you being up on the auction block as a slave and Jesus Christ being your ransomer, who then ransoms and redeems you from slavery and sets you free. And he paid the price for your freedom, and the price he paid was his blood on the cross. A very high cost was paid for us. So, in light of that fact that I don't belong to myself, I'm not a free agent, I'm under authority and accountability to God and in a relationship with him, and in view of the high price that Christ paid for me to live a new life, look at how it finishes. So you must honor God with your body. Well, how do I do that? By looking away. By loving him with my thought life and loving him with my eyes, refocusing on God and the business.